LA Galaxy season preview, 2021 MLS season. Oh, a season to forget for the Galaxy fans. Last year, 22 points, a negative 19 goal differential, 1 point off the bottom of the Western Conference. Forget about it. It's done. It's gone. New leadership in through Greg Vanney. We'll talk about him later on in this season preview. Thanks for joining. My name is Mike Guglielmi, your host, Sons of a Pitch, an American soccer podcast. Glad to have you here watching this team preview. LA Galaxy. What is going to happen with the Galaxy going forward? Will they regain status as one of the best teams in MLS, or will they continue to slump and fodder at the bottom of the league? Today, I'm going to talk to you about off-season ins and outs, what players are brought in, what players have moved out, breakout youngsters, MLS Cup odds, designated player review, coaching review, and most importantly, the predictions. How I think LA Galaxy will finish this season. Will they do good? Will they do bad? I'll tell you at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. Guys, make sure you please hit that like button down below. Really need your help to get this up in the YouTube algorithm so that it gets out to more Galaxy fans. Please smash that like button. If you like the content, hit subscribe as well. All right, let's talk a little bit about off-season players in and players out. Jorge Villafana is in with a trade from Portland. Jonathan Bond, transfer from West Brom. Adam Solana, a homegrown player. Jalen Neal, also homegrown. Marcus Fercanis, signed from LA Galaxy 2. O'Neal Fisher, a free agent. Carlos Harvey, transferred permanently now from Toro FC in Panama. Derek Williams, transfer from Blackburn Rovers. Samuel Grandisier, a transfer from Monaco. And Victor Vasquez, not on the list here in the graphic, but it is official. Victor Vasquez comes back from Qatar. Former Toronto FC man gets back together with Greg Vanney out in LA. Now, some of the players out. This list is a lot of the old team. Joe Corona, option declined. Emiliano Insua, Emil Coelho, Yoni Gonzalez, Gordon Wild all had their options declined. Christian Pavone and Carlos Harvey is on this list because his loan expired, even though he did come back, made it permanent. He's for some reason on MLS's players out list. David Bingham out of contract, Rolf Felcher, and Perry Kitchen as well. So a lot of players out, a lot of players in. I really like the players in, and I'm happy with the players out as well. Outside of Christian Pavone. Christian Pavone never really had a chance to shine with the Galaxy, whether it was because of GBS, whether it was because of Chicharito, and we're going to talk a lot about Chicharito, and I want your takes on Chicharito, guys. In the comments, let me know, what do you think about Chicharito? Is he going to bounce back this year, or is he going to just waste away as a member of the Galaxy and end up just turning into a horrible designated player signing? You gotta let me know. I'll give you my take here in just a second. So other players out, Joe Corona. I like that player, but none of these guys really were fitting with the Galaxy. Just wasn't working for them. Some of the players in, I really like the signing of Victor Vasquez. This is a guy who can play the 10. He's not going to play every day. He does need load management, but this is a guy who can really help this team flourish on the offensive end and has a good relationship with the coach, with Greg Vanney. Jorge Villafana, love this guy as a wingback. Very, very strong defender. I like Villafana a lot. As well, O'Neal Fisher, a very good MLS vet being brought in. And then, I mean, Jonathan Bond, you got Derek Williams, couple pieces coming over from the English Championship. Could be good. Samuel Grandisier from Monaco. Lots of good pieces in for the LA Galaxy. So let's talk a little bit about the designated player review. Chicharito, Javier Hernandez. Whoa, what a season to forget. Dear God, this guy was built up as the best signing ever to come to MLS. The biggest signing ever. Finally, Chicharito has made his way to MLS. And what a season to forget. Absolute trash from Chicharito all year long. Now, the good part of that, the only thing I'll give him is that this was a coronavirus year. Remember, this whole year, I kind of just take it and throw it out. You've got coronavirus coming in and really messing things up. You've got 2 games, then you've got a big break, postponements, all this kind of stuff, season suspended. Then you're going down to Orlando for a pseudo tournament that just got made up. to then phase 1, phase 2, all over the place. It was crazy. So you kind of take that little bit and you just toss it, right? 2020 season, just forget about it. But was it because of that, or was it because of the comments of saying, hey, this is the start of my retirement, saying publicly, telling his family that, this is like the start of my retirement. I've come to MLS, going to get a good paycheck, and, I'm starting the retirement process. Well, when you have that mindset, bad things happen. And that's kind of what happened with the rest of the season for Chicharito. He was horrible. Absolutely horrible. This year, he's got to turn it around. So do I think he's going to turn it around? I don't know. Maybe. And what is a good season, right? I mean, what's a good season from Chicharito? Is it 10 goals, double-digit goals? Is it, 15 goals? Is it this guy's supposed to be the best signing in MLS history? 20 goals? 25 goals? What is that measuring stick for Chicharito? Let me know down in the comments what you think he's going to do this season. If he's going to bounce back, if he's just going to be a bad signing for the Galaxy, let me know. Second designated player, Jonah Dos Santos, 13 appearances last season, 0 goals, 0 assists, needs to rebound, just like the whole team does. Jonah Dos Santos has been around for a while now. He's a good piece, but is he really worth that DP spot? Some questions are starting to be raised when you have a season where you do not produce a goal or an assist in that year. Now, I get it. He's not a huge goal scorer. He's not a number 10. He's not going to distribute the way you would expect to see out of a 10. So he's not going to be a huge stats guy, but he needs to help this team turn the corner. He's been around for a while. Now, the third designated player spot, obviously, has been the back and forth going on with Boca Juniors for Christian Pavone. No word yet on what's going on with that. It looks like he's back to Boca Juniors and not coming back to LA. That is the way it looks. Who will the Galaxy sign with that third DP spot? Will it be Pavone? Will it be somebody else? Who knows, but only time will tell on that one. MLS Cup odds in this upcoming season, the odds makers like LA to be plus 2,500 odds, tied for 13th with the New England Revolution and Minnesota United FC. That's, strong teams to be with for the Galaxy with the amount of talent that they have on the field. Maybe I think they could be a little bit higher, have a better chance to win MLS Cup, but because of the last couple seasons with how this team has played, I see why the bookmakers are giving them the odds that they are. So, Breakout Youngsters, before we get to that, guys, check out that join button down below next to the subscribe button. Come join the best community in American soccer. All things MLS, all things CONCACAF. Join, we've got two different options. We've got the starter level and we've got the designated player level. $1.99 a month, $4.99 a month. The perks are listed here on the screen. Custom emojis, all kinds of different stuff we've got going on. And it really helps the show out. Really, really helps me being a host of a podcast, a national podcast, really helps with the operating expenses here and is very much appreciated. So check that join button out and come be the next person in our awesome soccer community as a member. All right, talking about Breakout Youngsters, Carlos Harvey and Cameron Dunbar are the two picks for the Breakout Youngsters. The Breakout Youngsters section, again, I always preface this, always get some information from Reddit, because the diehards really know their stuff about these young kids that someone like myself as a national podcast doesn't really get to follow some of these young guys. So Carlos Harvey, permanent move from Tauro FC in Panama. That team is always in the CCL. Carlos Harvey, he's getting minutes with the national team for Panama as well. So definitely a guy to look at this season that could break out. He's probably going to get some minutes in the midfield due to all the national team call-ups coming up this season. Now the tournaments are resuming, and he played really well for LA Galaxy 2 last season. So expect big things out of Carlos Harvey. The second breakout youngster, Cameron Dunbar, 18-year-old forward. He got a few minutes last year. He had 4 appearances last season, 5'6". It might be a little bit tough in MLS to score and be a good forward at 5'6" in MLS, but if the Galaxy have faith in him, so do I. And I think he looks like a good young piece. And I'm expecting at least one of these guys, if not both of them, to be household names come the end of the season. That's pretty much the whole point of these breakout youngsters. MLS fans that are fans of, say, New York may say, oh yeah, Carlos Harvey, I know that guy. So there you go. Carlos Harvey, Cameron Dunbar, 2 breakout youngster picks for me. All right, now you go to the coach review. Greg Vanney, what a hire this is for the Galaxy. And I know what you're thinking. Some of you LA Galaxy fans are probably thinking, oh God, Greg Vanney, just an MLS piece, not really a good coach. We want somebody like Thierry Henry or somebody with a big name or somebody from, Gabriel Heinze who went to Argentina or went to Atlanta from Argentina. Some of these bigger named coaches that have come into MLS over the past couple of years. Greg Vanney is a huge signing for this club. This man took Toronto FC. Now, mind you, he did have a good ownership group putting money into the club. It wasn't all on him. But he took that squad from a perennial missing the playoffs, worst team in the league type of level, all the way to the best team in the league. Hands down, treble winning season in 2017, CONCACAF Coach of the Year, not just MLS Coach of the Year. This guy has a CONCACAF Coach of the Year on his resume. He will turn things around for the Galaxy. I am a TFC fan. I'm a TFC guy. I gave Greg Vanney a shot with TFC, and boy, am I ever glad. I was behind him all the way. Great coach. You've got a winner there and a former Galaxy player that's from California. So he gets a chance to go home. He's comfortable in his home right there in LA, and I only see great things from Greg Vanney. But give him some time. He's got a totally reworked roster. He's trying to rebuild things himself. Just give the man some time. If you're not winning titles this season, relax. It will come. He will bring the Galaxy back to the promised land eventually. All right, so now to the projected starting 11. I see this team coming out in a 4-3-3 formation. Bond in goal, Villafana, Williams, Steres, and Araujo. Across the back, Sebastian Lletget, Sasha Kljestan, and Jonah Dos Santos. In the midfield, forwards and wingers, got Grandisir, Chicharito, and Alvarez as your forwards/wingers. This could go kind of turn into a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2, which Greg Vanney likes to play a lot. But as I see it right now, 4-3-3 with that group of players. So now to the most important player. For me, this is the guy that this team is going to ride on. If he does well, the team's going to have a good season. If he does not do well, the team will not have a good season. That player, none other than Chicharito. This is it. This is his year. If he has another bad year, he's out. He's gone. Get rid of him. Send him somewhere else. He's done. Chicharito has got to be one of the better players in MLS in order for the Galaxy to be successful this season. When you have a designated player spot like this open with a forward, he needs to bag the goals and do extremely well. So if he doesn't have a good season, forget it. The Galaxy aren't making the playoffs. If he has a good season, this is a playoff team. So to me, it all rides on Chicharito's shoulders. Now's the time. Put up or shut up, Chicharito. You either are going to be successful in MLS and help your team win, or you're not and you're out of here. All right, first game, date and opponent, Sunday, April 18th at Inter Miami. What a matchup with David Beckham's Inter Miami on opening weekend. Should be a good one there. The Galaxy and Inter Miami, I think the Galaxy can win this match. Yes, it'll be in Miami. It should be a decent crowd in Miami. But I think the Galaxy can pull off the victory, but it's going to be close. And we'll see. I'm excited about that game for sure. Now, to the last section, the predictions. Before I give you my predictions for the Galaxy this season, I'll preface it with, please hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that notification bell, and as well, smash that like button, guys. Really need your help. Smash that like button. Help this video move up the YouTube algorithm and help this show continue to grow. All right, predictions. LA Galaxy. This season, I'm going to give you a ceiling and I'm going to give you a floor. As a ceiling, this is where Chicharito has a great season. All is going well. Vanney is starting the rebuild process, and he's doing a real good job. My ceiling at that point is a 4th place finish and hosting a playoff game. That is, I think, probably as good as it gets for the Galaxy this season. Now, the floor, I flirted with putting this team at the bottom just like last year, but I don't see it with Greg Vanney. Even if Chicharito has a bad season, I think Vanney will be able to pull this team up to at least 10th as a finish for the floor. So if all goes bad, there's injuries, all that kind of stuff, a floor of 10th place. If all goes well, a ceiling of 4th. So there you have it. Those are my predictions for the Galaxy. Hope you enjoyed this team preview. Good luck, Galaxy fans. The rebuild is underway. You've got a hell of a coach. Enjoy this season and enjoy the process. And we'll see you next time on Sons of a Pitch, an American Soccer Podcast.